In fact, that anxiety of wanting to change that might have prevented him from being hypnotized. So I'm glad you got that out. Just like sometimes if you have to go to the bathroom, that conscious awareness of having to go to the restroom will prevent you from being hypnotized too. Okay, look down at your hands. What we want to do first is create a subconscious realization of an idea. Place your hands on your lap, one hand on each leg. This is your chance to have this experience. I don't want you to think or worry about the person next to you. It doesn't matter. I want you to think about enjoying this wonderful opportunity that you're going to have now. Look at your hands. As you relax the muscles of your hands, I want you to focus your attention on your breathing. You'll be aware of each inhale. You'll notice your breathing draws deeper, and when you take a deeper breath in, just nod your head yes to yourself. You'll notice a dryness in your throat. Some of you might have an urge or a tendency to swallow to take place, and the next moment you do is very natural. Relax the muscles of your hands. Use your imagination. Just imagine there's a feeling of heat, warm relaxation heat moving from your hands into your legs. And you're doing perfect. Good. What we want to do now is just to increase your concentration. And look up here at me. You're all doing perfect. Intelligent group. I think this is going to be a great experience for you. Hold your hands straight on in front of you just like this. I want you to interlock your hands together like that. I want you to stare at your hands, not at me, and I want you on the count of 3 just to squeeze your fingers and hands tight. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the palms of your hands tight. Use your imagination and imagine a feeling as though your hands are becoming stuck together. Squeeze them tighter now. Squeeze them tighter. I'm going to come up to you and try to pull them apart. I just want to see your conscious concentration by allowing yourself to keep your hands tightly stuck and locked together. Tightly stuck and locked together. Tightly stuck and locked together. Great. Tightly stuck and locked. Tightly stuck and locked. Great concentration. Tightly stuck. Tightly stuck. Tightly stuck. Tightly locked together. Great concentration. Tightly locked together. Great concentration. Stuck tightly together. Tighter. Great concentration. Excellent. Now this is your conscious concentration. Now we're going to do your subconscious imagination. Relax your hands. In a moment I'm going to have you lift your hands up to this position, but now again place your hands on your lap and look down at your hands again. Now we're going to activate your inner creativity. We're going to create a subconscious realization of an idea. Look at your hands. On the count of 3, take a deep breath in. When you exhale, relax your mind and body. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And hold this breath in now. Hold it. And now exhale. Let it out. Breathe out. Let it out. Good. You're doing perfect. Give yourself permission to allow me to hypnotize you. Take another deep breath in. Inhale again and hold this breath in. Again, hold it. And now exhale. Breathe out through your mouth. Let it all out. Good. You're doing perfect. I want everyone to hold your hands straight out in front of you right now. And I want you to gaze your attention at the space in between your hands. Look at the space in between your hands. Right there. Right there. 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 Space right between your hands. Good. On the count of 3, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to use your imagination. 1, 2, 3. Eyes closed. With your eyes closed, I want you to tap in to your subconscious imagination. As though yesterday's gone and tomorrow's 1,000 miles away. All that matters is becoming hypnotized, relaxing, and having a wonderful experience. With your eyes closed, imagine a feeling as though I'm placing a steel ball that weighs 25 pounds in the palm of your left hand. Feel your left hand dropping down towards your lap. Feel that left hand getting heavier and heavier. As though there are 2 steel balls that weigh 50 pounds in the palm of your left hand. The left hand is tugging and pulling down towards your lap, and that left hand touches your lap and it relaxes completely. As though there are 3 steel balls that weigh 75 pounds in the palm of that left hand, and that left hand is dropping, tugging, and pulling down towards your lap. As that left hand gets heavier, feel your right hand becoming very light. Imagine that the right hand is attached to a bouquet of helium balloons at the wrist, and that right hand is starting to lift and rise and pull and tug higher and higher into the sky. As though the right hand is attached to 2 bouquets of helium balloons, 24 light air balloons at the wrist. That right hand is lifting, rising, pulling, tugging higher and lighter until the fingers are pointing up towards the sky. The left hand dropping down. As though there are 4 steel balls in the palm of that left hand that weigh 100 pounds. When your left hand touches your lap, it will relax completely. The right hand will float higher and lighter into the air, lifting, rising, pulling, tugging, light as a feather. The higher the right hand goes, the lighter it floats, until the fingers are pointing all the way up into the sky. As I count from 10 down to 0, just allow that right hand to float all the way up into the air without any conscious resistance. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. The right hand all the way up into the air now. All the way up into the air. The left hand dropping onto your lap completely. Those whose left hands have not touched your lap, your left hand touches your lap now and relaxes. Good. And that right hand goes just a little higher. You've reached your peak of suggestibility to enter into a hypnosis. hypnotic sleep. In a moment, I'm going to come up to you. I'm going to touch you on your shoulder. I'm going to say the word sleep. Your hand will drop down. Your head will drop down. Your mind and body will relax into a deep hypnotic sleep. As soon as I touch your hand, your shoulder, drop your head down. Become deeply hypnotized. Hand dropping down. Sleep. Deeply hypnotized. Every part of your body relaxed. Bathe in relaxation. Loosen like a rag doll. Deeply hypnotized. Sleep. Deeply hypnotized. Sleep. Every part of your body relaxed into a deep hypnotic sleep. If I should touch you, it won't disturb or distract you. It relaxes you deeper asleep. Sleep, letting go, deeply hypnotized. Out like a light. Sleep into a deep hypnotic sleep. Every part of your body relaxing. Sleep, deeply hypnotized. Head dropping down, hands dropping down. Sleep into a deep hypnotic sleep. Hand dropping down, sleep, deeply hypnotized, out like a light, loosen lip like a rag doll, bathe in relaxation, sleep deeply, deeper sleep, sleep, deeply hypnotized. Every part of your body relaxing from the top of your head, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Feel the relaxation like 100 little fingers massaging the top of your head, relaxing down into your sides of your face and cheeks and jaw. Letting go, think the word sleep, as though you're floating on a cloud of relaxation, deeply hypnotized. Deeper, deeper sleep. And feel the relaxation now moving down your shoulders and into your chest, relaxing the muscles in your chest and into your stomach. Bathe and relax as though every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body is now relaxing deeply and peacefully, deeply and restfully into a deep hypnotic sleep. Relax your stomach muscles. As you exhale, you let go of stress and tension into your hips and knees and ankles and toes. And every suggestion I give you, perform with a wonderful imagination. In a moment, I'm going to come up to you. I'm going to touch you on your shoulder. When I touch you on your shoulder, you'll open your eyes. You'll look into my eyes. I'll say the word sleep. Your mind and body will relax 20 times deeper into a wonderful, profound, hypnotic sleep. First I'm touching, open your eyes, look into my eyes. And now sleep way down. Good. Wonderful concentration. First I'm touching, open your eyes, look into my eyes. And now sleep, letting go, deeply hypnotized. First I'm touching, open your eyes, look into my eyes. And now sleep, letting go, head dropping down, deeply hypnotized. First I'm touching, open your eyes. Sleep, head dropping down, deeper sleep. First I'm touching, open your eyes and look into my eyes. And now eyes closed, head dropping down, sleep, way down. Just let go. Loose and limp like a rag doll. First I'm touching, open your eyes. And sleep deeper, deeply hypnotized. First I'm touching, open your eyes, look into my eyes. And now sleep, letting go, way down, deeply hypnotized. We're going to now hypnotize the person I'm touching 10 times deeper asleep. Open your eyes, look into my eyes. And now sleep, way down, out like a light. First I'm touching, open your eyes, look into my eyes. Eyes closed, head dropping down, sleep, deeply hypnotized. Even deeper and deeper sleep. First I'm touching, open your eyes. Look into my eyes, and now sleep, head dropping down. Deeply hypnotized. Now we're going to bring out some creativity and imagination. You're all deeply hypnotized. You have wonderful imaginations, great creativity. On the count of three. On the count of three, you'll respond perfectly to this suggestion with a wonderful imagination, being very outgoing. On the count of three, you are the world's greatest piano players. On the count of three, you'll sit up in your chairs. Your hands will be out in front of you. You'll be playing the piano as though you're performing at Carnegie Hall. The world's greatest piano players. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Piano players, sit up in your chairs now. Lift your hands out in front of you. Very creative now. World's greatest piano players. Even more creative now. Great piano players. Even more creative. Lift your hands out in front of you. Even more creative. 100 times more creative. 1,000 times more creative. Great piano players. And here's the exciting part. Getting ready to hit every note on the keyboard. Wonderful piano players now. Even more creative. Great piano players. Performing at Carnegie Hall now. Even more creative now. When I touch on your shoulders, creativity's increased 100 times more creative. 100 times more creative. 100 times more creative. More creative now. On the count of three, I want you to imagine that you are a fish swimming in the ocean. On the count of three, I want you to move your hands around like a fish, make a face like a fish, very creative. 1, 2, 3. Move your hands up and down. Now make a face like a fish, very creative. Now very happy fish, very faster now, faster. And faster. Don't reach the shark, quickly behind you to get away from that shark. Going faster and faster. Wonderful creativity now, wonderful creativity, great imaginations. awaken on the count of 3 that you are an orchestra conductor conducting the orchestra. 1, 2, 3. Move your hands up and down. Great orchestra conductors now. Wonderful, great orchestra conductors. Conducting the Los Angeles Philharmonic now. Even more creative. On the count of 3, orchestra conductors, stand up. 1, 2, 3, stand up. Conduct. Great conductors. Even more creative now. The world's greatest orchestra conductors. Great orchestra conductors. When I say freeze, you'll stop right where you are, and now freeze. You're no longer our orchestra conductors. On the count of 3, you're the world's greatest ballerinas. 1, 2, 3. Ballet dancers and ballerinas now. Lift your hands out in front of you now and start to move and twirl. Very creative now. You are the world's greatest ballet dancers. The dance is just starting. We're just starting to warm up now. And just lift your hands out as the swans are going to now start to awaken. And the dance is now going to begin now. And take 2 steps forward, ballet dancers and ballerinas. And get ready. The dance is ready to begin. And ballet dancers start to move now, dancing the ballet. Wonderful ballet dancers with your eyes open as though you're performing for 1,000 people. Wonderful creativity. Show us how you twirl. Show us how you move. The world's greatest ballet dancers. Even more creative ballerinas and ballet dancers. Wonderful imaginations. And when I say freeze, you'll stop right where you are. And now freeze, stop. You're no longer ballerinas. You're competing for $10,000. Doing the twist. Do the twist now for $10,000 in prizes. Get to the twist dances. Number 1. Twist number 2. Number 3. Number 4 for $10,000 in prizes. Get into twist dancers. Number 5 and number 6. Even more creative twist dancers. For $10,000, bring our attention. Turn around. Show us what you got for $10,000. Do the twist. We have with us one of the greatest female twist dancers. We have twist dance forward. Show us what you got for $10,000 in prizes. When I say freeze, you'll stop right where you are. And now freeze, stop. You're no longer twist dancers. You're the world's greatest disco dancers. Lift your hands up. John Travolta, the disco dancers. Do the disco. Do it, disco dancers. Very creative disco dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, John Travolta's here now, live. Do the disco. The world's greatest disco dancers, folks. And disco dancers, I want you to sit back down in your chairs. Sit back down in your chairs. I want you to close your eyes, drop your heads down. Sleep. Heads dropping down back into a deep hypnotic sleep. Every part of your body relaxed. From the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, deeply hypnotized into a deep hypnotic sleep. And every suggestion I give you, perform great with a wonderful imagination. First I'm touching, deeply hypnotized. On the count of 3, you will stand up. You are a wonderful female psychic from India. You are here on a journey to America to read people's minds. You are from India. You speak with the India accent. And you are the world's greatest mind reader. On the count of 3, I want you to stand up. Omara from India. 1, only the person I'm touching will respond to the suggestion. 2, 3, Omara, stand up. I want you to come forward, please. I want you to tell this person, where are you from?
I'm from India.
I want you to tell this person your name.
I'm Omara.
And I want you, Omara, to look into her eyes. I want you to read her mind. Look into her eyes and tell us what she's thinking.
She's thinking about coffee.
What else do you see her thinking? Read her mind.
She's thinking happy thoughts.
Omara, this gentleman needs an answer. I want you to look into his eyes. His camera is right into his eyes. Get closer to him. I want you to tell us what he is thinking. Everyone who's on stage, be hypnotized. Read his mind. What is he thinking?
He's concentrating.
On what?
His camera.
And I want you to come back to your chair. Sit back down in your chair. I want you to drop your head down. Head dropping down. Sleep, deeply hypnotized. Back into a deep hypnotic sleep. Every part of your body relaxed. If you like to tell a funny joke, raise your hands right now. If you love telling funny jokes, lift your hands in the air. People are hypnotized. If you like telling a joke, raise your hands. Hands dropping down. Sleep, deeply hypnotized into a deep hypnotic sleep. Every suggestion now, I give you respond perfectly on the count of 3. The people I'm touching, on the count of 3, you'll come back to full awareness. But each and every time you hear me say, ladies and gentlemen, it will just bug the heck out of you. You're going to get mad at me. Each time you hear me say, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to tell me to shut up. Getting madder and madder because you just can't stand the way I say those words, ladies and gentlemen. It just bothers you. On the count of 3, come back to full awareness. But the very next time I hypnotize you, instantly you enter into a deep hypnotic sleep. Eyes open, looking up here at me. Great, looking up here at me. Eyes open. Wonderful. What we're trying to show you here, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up!
Wait, are you folks having fun? Great. This is pretty unique kind of creativity, right? You feel relaxed? A little bit? Good. Well, what we're trying to show you here, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up!
Look into my eyes. Close your eyes. Drop your heads down. Sleep. Heads dropping down back into a deep hypnotic sleep. Deeply hypnotized. Every part of your body relaxing down deeper asleep to a deep hypnotic sleep. First time touching, you are deeply hypnotized. The next suggestion I give you will respond perfectly on the count of 3. You'll sit up. You'll realize that you have a burning sensation on your bottom, that you're sitting on a splinter. There's a splinter in the chair, and that splinter is sticking you right in the butt. On the count of 3, you're going to just jump up. It's going to really bother you. Every chair you sit down in, you're going to feel the splinter getting worse and worse and worse. The splinter is just going to hurt. Every time someone says the word splinter, you get another splinter in your butt. Everyone else deeply hypnotized. On the count of 3, the first time touching, you'll realize there's a splinter in your behind, and it is just bothering and hurting you. Jumping up. 1, 2, 3.
Ah! Fuck! Damn!
What happened?
Got a fucking splinter!
Where'd you get the splinter from?
I don't know, the fucking wooden chair or whatever.
Okay, well here, wait, let's try this chair over here. Maybe this is better. Sit down in this chair. Have a seat in the chair. Another splinter.
Ow!
What happened?
Damn!
What happened?
Another one. It's just, what's the matter with these chairs?
Let me find another chair here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Everyone else deeply
Right.
hypnotized here. Sir, here. Here, have a seat in this chair. Have a seat right there. Splinter, yeah, deeply hypnotized. Ow! What happened now?
Oh, it's another splinter.
Well, sit back. Try to sit back down in this chair again. Sit back here. Get that splinter out. Sit back down in the chair. Another big splinter burning. Ow! I want you to sit back down in the chair. When you sit back down in the chair, you're going to be stuck in the chair. Stuck in the chair. Feeling splinter.
Ah! I got a splinter! Another one! I've got 4!
Head dropping down, deeply hypnotized, back into a deep hypnotic sleep. You will not fall. You are deeply hypnotized. Bathe in relaxation. Stay right there. First I'm touching, you are deeply hypnotized. Every suggestion I give you respond perfectly with a wonderful imagination. Everyone else, with your eyes closed, into a deep hypnotic sleep. First I'm touching. As I count from 10 down to 0, I want you to use your imagination. You are a man, the very first man on the planet to give birth to a little baby. As I count from 10 down to 0, you're in your 9th month of labor. You're going to feel the labor pains getting worse and worse. As I count from 10 down to 0, you're going to start to breathe like you learned at Lamaze, and you're going to feel the pains getting worse and worse. When I reach 0, you give birth to a beautiful little baby. Everyone else deeply hypnotized. First time touching. Sit up in your chair. You're the first man to give birth to a baby. Hold your stomach. As I count from 10 down to 0, feel the stomach pains becoming worse and worse. 10.
Oh!
9. Getting even worse.
Oh!
8. Start to breathe. Show us that Lamaze breathing that you learned. 7. The pain's 20 times worse.
Oh!
6. Call for the nurse. You went to get a cigarette.
Nurse! Nurse!
It's even worse. 5. Get 4. 3. Hold out your stomach. 2. Lift your legs up. Make way for the baby. 1. Everybody up. Push. 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 And 0. Here's your baby. Hold your little baby and just rock that little baby. What a beautiful little baby. Rock that little baby and just sing a little lullaby to the baby. What a beautiful baby. Sing a little song to the baby now. A little rockabye baby song. Sing it. Feeling great. How's it feel being the first man in the world to give birth to a baby?
Feels great.
Yeah, what's the name of your little baby?
Sean Jr.
Oh, what a beautiful little baby. And now head dropping now. Sleep. Forget about it. Into a deep hypnotic sleep. You will not fall. Deeply hypnotized. Everyone now deeply hypnotized and bathe in relaxation. On the count of 3, people are hypnotized. You're going to sit up in your chairs. On the count of 3, you're going to see a person sitting in front of you. This is your favorite celebrity, your most favorite celebrity in the world, favorite actor or actress or singer or dancer. She's here. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. You're going to point to them, getting very excited. You can't believe they're here. The most favorite celebrity that you've ever seen in your entire life. On the count of 3, a favorite celebrity. You can't believe that they're here. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, sit up in your chair. Point to them. Point to your favorite celebrity now. Getting more excited. I can't believe it here. Who do you see out there? Sting, go out and say hi to Sting. Who do you see out there? Morgan Freeman, go say hi to Morgan Freeman. There's Morgan Freeman. Get over there. Get some videos over there, Morgan Freeman. Say hi to Sting. Who do you see out there? Diana Ross. Diana Ross. Diana Ross. Getting more excited to talk to her. Who do you see out there? Vanessa Rodriguez, go say hi to Vanessa. Who do you see out there? Rob Williams, go say hi to Robin now. And just talk to them. Tell them how much you admire them. Just talk to them. Just talk to her.
Dad, I love all your work. You really good.
Then that's what you talk to. Did you have anything you wanted to say to your star?
I just love you and everything you've done.
What do you want to say to your star? You're really excited. Okay, come on back. Sit back down in your chairs. 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 Close your eyes. Drop your heads down. Sleep back into a deep hypnotic sleep. Head dropping down, deeply hypnotized. On the count of 3, you brought your pet bird to school to share with all the students. On the count of 3, you're going to lift up the first finger of your hand, petting this little bird in the 3rd grade. On the count of 3, you have brought a beautiful little bird to school to share with all the students. The person I'm touching, on the count of 3, you'll realize you have an ostrich. It's wandered away. It's in the audience. You're going to run after that ostrich, get that ostrich back. On the count of 3, everyone petting your favorite bird in the 3rd grade. 1, 2, 3. Sit up in your chairs now. Petting that little favorite bird. Pet that little bird. Hey. Pet that little bird. Come on. Pet that little bird. Come on. Talk to your little bird. Come on. Pet my little bird. Come on. What a pretty little bird. Tell the boys and girls what kind of bird you got. Hey. Come here. And what's the name of your little parakeet? And tell the boys and girls what color. Your ostrich is over there. Run over that way now. Pet that little bird. Talk to your little bird.
Got a little black kind of right above his feet.
And what a pretty little bird. Tell the boys and girls what kind of bird you're holding.
I don't know, it's a white bird.
And keep petting that bird. Here, your ostrich is right here on the chair. Pet that little bird. Talk to your little bird. Talk to your little bird. Here's your ostrich. It's on the string. It's tongue and pull. Trying to get away from you. Hold on to it. And pet that little bird. What a beautiful little bird. Tell the boys and girls what kind of bird you're petting. Blue jay. That's a blue jay. Look at the colors, boys and girls. Tell the boys and girls the color of that bird. Blue. And what's the name of your bird? Then keep petting. Oh, look at this little bird, boys and girls. What kind of bird are you petting? A little love bird. Look at the colors. Keep petting that bird. That bird is getting into an argument with you right now. The person I'm touching, the bird's starting to cuss. Get back at it. Tell that bird off. Oh, keep petting that little bird.
Don't shit on me.
What a pretty little bird. What color is your bird?
Stupid bird.
And what kind of bird is that you're petting? Keep petting that little parakeet.
Get off my
And put that ostrich on your lap too, like 200 pounds. Put that ostrich. Keep petting that little bird. Bird's getting madder at you. Bird's starting to spit at you.
Stop it. Stupid bird.
Petting that little bird. First I'm touching the bird, just went to the bathroom on you. Wipe yourself off. My God, wipe that stuff off. Pet that little bird. What a beautiful big bird. Tell the boys and girls what kind of bird that is that you're holding.
It's an ostrich.
What's the name of that ostrich? It's so beautiful.
Homer is the ostrich name.
And Homer, beautiful ostrich, beautiful bird. First I'm touching sleep. Back into deep hypnotic sleep. Sleep, head dropping down. The bird is now in a bigger argument with you. Head dropping down.
Stop it. Cut it
Head
out.
dropping down. Sleep.
Get off my finger.
Deeply hypnotized.
Stupid bird. I hate you.
Now the bird's starting to really cuss at you. Get back at that bird. Deeply hypnotized.
I'm telling my mom. Stop it. Cut it out.
Deeply hypnotized.
What?
First I'm touching on count of 3, you'll stand up. You are a dandruff inspector. You work for the government. You check people's hair for dandruff. You want to make sure everyone's head of hair is clean. On the count of 3, you'll see a lady in front of you. You want to go up and check her dandruff. 1, 2, 3, the person I'm touching. Yeah, okay. Head dropping down. Sleep. Deeply hypnotized.
Do you really have to do that?
Everyone deeply hypnotized into a deep hypnotic sleep. First I'm touching on count of 3, you're an elbow inspector. You want to check that lady's elbows, make sure it works properly. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Okay.
Can you tilt your head forward for me?
Deep hypnotic sleep.
Right.
Deeply
Arm
hypnotic.
out, please. I don't know, your elbows seem to be...
Excuse me, sir, what's the government, where do you work for? Who do you work for?
I work for the government. I'm an elbow inspector.
Okay, how's your elbow functioning?
This one's pretty good.
Okay, we better check the other one out. Okay, deeply hypnotized. First I'm touching on count of 3. You have a blue flower. You're smelling a beautiful flower, but there's a bee buzzing you around. You want to swat that bee that's on near your flower. 1, 2, 3. Smell that beautiful flower now. Get that bee that keeps buzzing around the flower. Just get that bee. Get that bee. First I'm touching, you're sitting on a block of ice starting to freeze. 1, 2, 3. Getting colder as though it's 100 below zero. First I'm just getting colder. And colder. And colder. First I'm touching, you're stuck to your chair. You cannot stand up no matter how hard you try. Try to stand up. Eyes open. You're stuck. Everyone now. Ma'am, wow, what's his hair look like?
His hair is pretty good.
Can that be? Ma'am, you got to check his hair right there. I think he's got a
Oh, he's
problem.
got a hat on. That's a bad sign.
First, I'm touching on count of 3. You're going to try to lift up a chair. It's full of kryptonite. You're weak and powerless. You're Superman. The chair's full of kryptonite. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Here's the chair. Superman, stand up. Try to lift it up. You can't. You're weak. You're powerless. It's getting colder. Sit back down now. First, I'm touching now. It's hot. That's a hot chair. It's like 100 degrees. Sit back down. Every time you sit down, get that bee. Get that bee. Checking for dandruff over here. Does he have any?
He looks like he's got a few.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with that elbow? Superman can't lift the chair up. Hot seat. Stuck to the chair. How is that? Is it cracking? You better write her a ticket. She's going to need a ticket. She's going to have to put an elbow for you. Here for dandruff. Superman getting weaker. Get that bee. Hot chair. Sit back down. Stuck to your chair. Check her for dandruff.
that cracking.
How's that elbow doing?
That one's cracking.
Sit back down now when the chair's cold. Freezing again. Freezing. Get that bee. Sit back down. Everyone sit back down in your chairs now. Elbow inspector, dandruff inspector, sit back down. Superman, stand up, gain your strength. Have a seat back in your chair. Sit back down in your chairs. Sit back down in your chairs. Close your eyes. Drop your heads down now. Sleep. Deeply hypnotized. Deeper, deeper sleep. You are all deeply leave you with the suggestion of being confident. With your eyes closed, sit up in your chairs. Sit up in your chairs with your eyes closed. Lift your right hand all the way up into the air. That hand in the air represents your confidence. Make a fist with that hand. Have that hand become stiff and rigid as a steel bar. Stiff and rigid. So stiff and rigid, even if you want to bend it, you cannot. Now, first I'm touching, try to bend it, you can't. It's stuck. Try to bend it, you can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. This is your confidence. And you can't move your confidence. Your confidence is 100% powerful. On the count of 3, drop your hands down. Allow the suggestion of confidence to move in your subconscious. 1, 2, 3, sleep. Hands dropping down. Good. You're all doing perfect with great imaginations. Tonight, when you're ready for sleep, you'll sleep deeply, peacefully, and restfully. Each and every morning, you're going to enjoy living life to the fullest. More energy, thinking happy thoughts, being confident, motivated, getting what you deserve in this life, and that's everything. The best of health, happiness, and success. When I count to 5, you'll open your eyes, you'll awaken feeling great as though you've slept for hours with lots of energy. Tonight, when you're ready for sleep, you sleep deeply, peacefully, and restfully. In the morning, you awaken with a lot of energy, loving and respecting yourself more than ever before. When I count to 5, open your eyes and awaken. But first, we're going to tap into your inner laughter. When I reach 2, I want you to laugh out loud from your heart, as though you're watching the funniest movie, feeling happy, feeling great. When I reach 2, laughing out loud. 1, 2, laugh out loud. It's 100 times louder. 1,000 times louder. Head's rubbing up and sleep. Deeply hypnotized. And when I reach 5, now you'll awaken out of the state of hypnosis with a big smile. That's a smile of confidence coming from your heart to your smile to your life in everything you do. And the suggestions I've given you today of creativity are gone, but the suggestion of confidence and motivation, being happy and successful, will now be with you each and every day, with each breath now and in every way. And when I reach 5, open your eyes and awaken out of the state of hypnosis. And now 1, 2, remember the post-hypnotic suggestion to become re-hypnotized with the word sleep. 3, with your eyes closed, sit up in your chairs. With your eyes closed, lift your heads up with your eyes closed. 4, breathe in a feeling of feeling happy. Allow that smile and don't hold it back. That's a smile of confidence, feeling great, feeling happy every day, every day. That smile is stronger now. Feel the energy coming back, and now 5, eyes open, wide awake, and a lot of energy, big smiles, great, 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 great. Wide awake. And every time you smile now, you're going to activate your confidence. Those who feel really good right now, raise your hands. You went under this time deeper than you did the time you were before hypnotized. Great hands down. Wonderful. Some of you weren't able to go into hypnosis that deep the first time. It's natural. Most people don't the first time. But you got a chance to watch some of the other people hypnotized and seeing the power of the subconscious mind knows no limitations. We're limited by our own spheres of self-doubt conscious. Great. Those of you who are hypnotized, raise your hands if you wouldn't mind being hypnotized again, maybe to be in the show and do some fun.
Are there any questions?
Any questions at all? Who remembers everything? Raise your hands. See? Almost everyone. You don't remember everything. The deepest state, the delta state, it's like the conscious mind is closed. Most people are aware of everything, But you let down your guard just to explore your creativity, right?
It seemed like it went,
Up and down a little?
well, I felt the most relaxed. I mean, I guess that's because when we were down, like I would go into periods where I really felt
Really
relaxed. And then as soon as you gave me suggestion, my awareness kicked in and I
And you were
fell
aware.
out. So yeah, so I was in and out of
Yeah.
it, but it seemed like there were moments of complete relaxation within it.
Does everyone remember everything? Or is there certain things, like, do you remember everything you did, sir?
I think I remember everything I did, but it doesn't feel like I've been hypnotized. It seems like I heard you, and I was just obeying your commands. Basically, that's
Right, but you were also free to just be creative, right?
Yes.
And imagine if you're an actor or an actress and you're able to have that total freedom without having to analyze and wonder what people are thinking about you, but just to let go and be
It
there.
felt like a lack of self-consciousness.
Lack of self-consciousness. How did it feel to you?
It felt good. I was very aware. I think I remember everything that happened. I just went with it. I allowed myself, and I think
And that's
theme for
part
this
of
year
it,
was to allow.
is to allow to
And
let
just to
go
let it
and just
flow.
to explore with the flow.
I almost had the feeling, and it was almost a thought that came in. It was like, I want to go deeper. I want to go more.
Right.
I want to be hypnotized more
Right.
than I am because I'm almost too aware. It's like I almost want something done to me, and I don't think that's what it really is.
Can we try something with you? Do you folks want to see something? A little test right now we want to try? Do you mind if I hypnotize you? Place your hands on your lap. I want you to hold your hands out just like this. I'll show you a different type of induction. I want you to gaze your attention right here at the space in between your hands now. I want you to close your eyes. With your eyes closed, imagine there's a strong, powerful magnet in the middle of your hands. Feel your hands pulling together, tugging, pulling together. When pulling your hands, you'll enter into a deep hypnotic sleep. And now sleep deeply down, way down. This is what we call a kind of overload of the conscious mind to induce a deeper state of hypnotic sleep, deeper, relaxed sleep. If I lift your hand up, it drops right back down. Deeply relaxed, loose and limp, and bathe in relaxation. Look at that relaxation, folks. Most people cannot relax that way even if they wanted to. Now we're going to try a little test. I'm going to try to bring you back to a very happy childhood memory. We're going to go back in time to a past experience and memory that's a very happy childhood, pleasant memory. First I'm touching, deeply hypnotized. Sit up in your chair with your eyes closed. Head dropping down, sleep. As I count from 10 down to 0, I want you to go back in time to a very happy childhood memory. I want you to go back until you're living and feeling this memory as though it's happening for the very first time. As I count from 10 down to 0, you're going to go back to a very happy, happy time in your childhood. And you're going to be there in every way with every sense activated as though it is happening for the first time. As I count from 10 down to 0, lift the right hand all the way up into the air. The picture becomes clearer as you are there in a happy childhood memory. 10, feel the right hand going higher. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You were there. You're in a happy childhood memory as though you're reliving it for the very first time, seeing and feeling and touching and tasting as though every sense is activated because you are there. And I want you to speak to us. I want you to look around this very happy memory. Feel a smile on your face. Something fun is going on. I want you to speak to us and tell us, what do you see? Where are you now? Speak to me.
In my house. It's my birthday.
And how old are you now?
I'm 7.
And I want you to look around and tell us, who do you see in the house at your birthday? See everything perfectly clear now. Speak to us. Who do you see?
My best friend Michael.
And tell us what clothes Michael's wearing. Look at his clothes. You see Michael perfectly clear. You're there. What kind of clothes is Michael wearing?
He's got this like little button-up, like 3-button shirt. It's like a tattered shirt, kind of brown and black, and like I don't know, like khaki-ish gray pants, and kids.
And what day of the week is it right now on your birthday?
Tuesday,
And what time of the day is it right now on your birthday?
6 o'clock,
And how old are you right now?
7.
And how do you feel right now?
Good.
And I want you to look around. Look at your shoes. Tell us what your shoes and pants you're wearing at 7 years old right now. Tell us.
These are my dress-up shoes, my black dress-up shoes.
And tell us about your pants and what kind of clothes you're wearing. It's your 7th-year birthday. See brother?
These are the clothes I got for my birthday from my from grandma in New York.
And what color are your clothes?
They're pretty.
And tell us about your shirt. What's your shirt look like? You wearing a shirt?
Yeah.
And where'd you get that shirt? Your grandma got it for you? And this is your birthday right now? And how do you feel?
I feel happy.
Head dropping down. Sleep. Now, he was there, even with his eyes open, but he was back in the childhood memory. When I count to 5, you'll open your eyes, you'll awaken, remembering this wonderful experience you did, and remembering it perfectly with a big smile. You're going to bring that happiness with you, not to this life, to your current life. When I count to 5, open your eyes and awaken, feeling really good, enjoying this experience, remembering everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake, big smile. Did you remember just now this birthday you just had? Tell the folks about this baby. How old were you?
7.
7? And you had your best friend there with you?
Yeah, Michael.
Michael? Yeah. And when you were just having this experience, was it like you were seeing it on the screen or almost like you were really there, kind of? How did it feel to you?
It was more like I was really here,
Right.
but there was a feeling of seeing it. It's like it was. It's hard to explain. It's not really a. I
Was there
wasn't really
emotion?
thinking about it.
Was there an emotion that you were feeling back then, too, that was coming up? Feeling happy, feeling good?
Feeling happy. I had clothes that felt good on. I remember.
Clothes that relatives gave you?
Yeah.
Now, have you thought about that memory recently?
No.
When was the last time you thought about that birthday? Did you say, I want if you were there?
Maybe I don't know. 10+ years ago, looking through a scrapbook. That's how that memory came to me.
Yeah. So you see, our subconscious holds every memory of our life in files, and the subconscious can bring it up if you get the person to do that. You feel pretty relaxed right now? Did anyone have any stress or tension or any body pain before they came in to be hypnotized tonight? Did you?
Jaw tensing.
How's your jaw feel now?
Loose.
Relaxed?
Relaxed.
But before it was tense?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you usually have a tense jaw?
Yeah, all the time. Cracks a lot.
Yeah. Emotions, sometimes in
Yeah.
hypnosis. You felt that before?
Oh, yeah.
How's it feel now? More
It
relaxed?
feels a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. See, it's called body syndromes, emotions. Yes, sir.
I was sore all over. I don't know whether it's subconscious that I feel better or whatever. Because I ran a marathon yesterday and all my joints were aching.
And how do you feel now?
I feel good. I don't know whether I'm just thinking I feel good, but I don't know. Because I limped in here. That's
Did you really?
Yeah,
So you
I
were
was-
sore.
yeah.
Yes, you did that big marathon the other day.
yeah, yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So, but I don't feel any joint pains right now. So,
So you feel different than you did before the
I do,
hypnosis?
yes.
Yeah. Our minds are powerful, and our minds produce serotonin, beta endorphins, healing agents. Too many people rely on chemicals from doctors, I think, create a chemical balance, and you can see how quick your body can recover just with a little deep relaxation. Yes, ma'am?
I had jaw tension too, and I've had it for the last few days. Like, I've noticed it when I'm driving, all of a sudden I'm like,
Tense there?
really, yeah.
How's it feel now?
Well, it feels looser, but I
More relaxed.
realized that during this whole thing, the one thing that would sort of pull me out if anything did
The
was
tension.
and I just kept trying to tell myself to let it go, but even telling myself sort of put me back into my consciousness, but
Yeah.
it feels looser, but I can still,
But it feels more relaxed.
yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this experience. Really, our subconscious is so powerful. Did you find this time that you were deeper than when you tried to be hypnotized before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it more.
More positive experience.
It was more free.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine if you had that freedom, though, where there's no fears towards anyone, whoever they are. Isn't that great? Did you have anything you want to say?
Trinity, you know your brother. I know your brother. He's the shyest guy that I possibly know.
Oh, you?
I
Oh,
mean, I
wow.
cannot believe that
Well,
he's
for
doing
me, I'd see him do that for me, but he wouldn't do it for other people.
Now, I noticed you were laughing quite a bit. Did you find that pretty funny back there watching?
Yeah, because he doesn't open up like that in front of other
No.
people. He does. He's like, to me, I think he'd be the best comedian, but he won't open up in front of other people.
Really? So that was funny to see that change in personality, to
Yeah.
see his like true inner personality.
Right, unless he knows him really good. I mean, like just in front of strangers, he doesn't really,
Right.
But I
But you,
mean, he's got the potential to do that. He just holds back.
but you kind of thought that watching your brother
Oh,
going through
well, when he was
hysterical.
having the baby, I mean, when he's
Oh, with
having
giving birth to a
it's like
baby.
totally- yeah.
He
was totally-
That was good, man.
And you see some of you, even though you're hypnotized, still heard the other things
Did
going
you
on.
feel pain actually giving a baby?
Yeah, I
birth?
felt
Did you feel
side
something?
pains. I don't remember all of it, but I felt pain in my stomach and side of my waist.
Yeah, that's what he
Hey.
was laughing 'cause he was totally-
If I didn't know that you were a guy, I would think you were a woman. Because you really did it.
Well, I'll tell you, you all have wonderful concentration, and those of you who didn't get hypnotized, it doesn't mean the very next time you try it, you won't, because you'll get more used to relaxing and just letting go. It's the less you try, the more it can happen naturally. You, ma'am, were going in, and then somehow something woke you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was getting, because before I didn't go that far, but yeah.
But you found yourself kind of getting pretty hypnotized to relax at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for coming here today. The folks that we had hypnotized, you 6 folks, in the future, we might be calling you just to show some demonstration and have a little fun.
Would you like to be called and come and demonstrate again? Yeah? Cool.
Great, and
We
that's
still
a
have time.
great story about your body, though, with the marathon.
Oh, I was really aching when I came. I was trying to play it off and walk normal, but
You were dancing up a storm.
But,
Wow.
I feel.
And sometimes those
relaxed.
pains or aching will prevent you from going under because too much conscious awareness. Like with you and your jaw, you'd be going up and down and up and down. Now, did you start to feel it at all?
I did. Interestingly enough, my arm went up by itself.
Uh-huh.
I did not feel any weight in the left hand. I just let the left one go. But my right arm,
Just floated
there was
up
a
on it.
string tied around my wrist, and my arm actually was being pulled up.
Wow.
But that was all.
But
I
that's the only
didn't
sensation.
participate in the rest.
Right. Well, not everyone goes into the
Yeah.
deeper stages. You 2 guys in the back, how did you feel? Did anyone go down a little bit?
I had
Um,
a strap around
Towards
my
the
wrist.
beginning,
Yeah.
until the suggestions of what exactly to do.
The demonstrations kind of, sounded, might have woke you up.
Didn't go towards the demonstration.
Right, okay, yeah. But you enjoyed the beginning part of the
Yeah.
hypnosis.
Yeah.
See, most of the time when I do clinical hypnotherapy, we don't do the demonstrations.
Yeah.
I just get you into that passive, relaxed state where the barrier between the conscious and subconscious is open to transmit positive suggestions that you want in your life. How do you feel about that, sir? Because I noticed that also you really didn't go under.
Well, I liked the beginning. The beginning part, I thought, that it was reminiscent of my other experience. But then, again, the demonstration part, I couldn't do it.
The demonstration,
I couldn't do it.
but to both of you, it's almost like the suggestions of the demonstration kind of woke you back out of hypnosis.
You know
Yeah.
what amazes me as well is that you guys are actors. And you would think that, you know what I mean? Like, so that
Not
to me,
necessarily. I know where you're going, but it doesn't necessarily follow.
Or whatever,
Right.
You felt like it was an improv audition or something?
Yeah, or if it was an actual audition like we all go through, and sometimes, and stand up.
But you didn't have to analyze the creativity. It's just the suggestion and it comes from within the pool in the mind. That's
And I
nice.
like that access. I want to find the space.
More
Also,
actors
some of
than
that stuff was funny, so it was distracting. Like, that thing you gave her about being the Indian fortune teller, right?
Oh, yes.
I mean, if that was me, I would have went to West Hell with that thing.
Uh-huh.
I definitely would not have asked such sedate questions.
Right.
But I started laughing at the stuff that was going on in my head.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's hard for me to laugh and then to maintain that
Oh, yeah.
state.
Yeah,
It
because
didn't happen.
you were hearing what was happening in
Stephanie,
your
what do you
minds
want to
creating.
choose?
Great. Well, I want to thank you all for coming in
Thank
this
you so
afternoon.
much.